Hello, welcome back to Mabalo. This is the part 2 of Laravel MongoDB basic tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to create, read, update, and delete using Laravel MongoDB. First, I will create a model called post. If you want to create a custom primary key, you can set the index. I will using the default key or default index, so I will delete this. Now go to post model. Extends the MongoDB Eloquent class to this model. Set the connection to MongoDB. If you want the model only allow the specific fields, you can set the field label. For example, this will only allow the title, content, and created by. If you want to more flexible or allow all the fields no matter what, you can set the guarded as empty array. Using the primary key as public to set a custom primary key. For example, ID_post. I will comment this because we will using the default primary key. Now migrate the table. We can see the new table called post here. I will create a new controller for the post. Let's create a new function for form view. Go to resources, views, and create a new folder. I will copy this and paste into post folder. I rename this as form. Now create a form for the post. Don't forget to set the name. This is the route for saving the data. we're using post method. Add the CRSF blade directive. And finally add a button. After it's done, we need to set the root for this form with get method. And add one more for saving the data with post method. Don't forget change the name of the root. Go back to post controller. Now we need add one more function for saving action. Let's open the app.blade.php. We don't have navigation route yet for the form, so we need add one. It's time to test this out. Click this link, fill all the form field and hit the button. Okay, let's change it to see if we got the title. Okay, cool. Now let's try save this to MongoDB. Create new post. Just collect all the data from the form by using request all. Then save it. If the data was saved, we redirect to home. If not, we back to form view. Okay, let's try this. Something went wrong. Oh, I made mistakes here. This should be protected, not private. Try again. Redirect to home. It means the data was saved. Open the MongoDB to see the data. As you can see, the data was here. I will add the created by field by using out alias to get the name of the user. You can save the index key of the user if you want, but I think I will use the email instead because that's also a unique field. We will show all the posts in this view. Let's create a table. Now open the home controller.php. Create a variable for post data. After that, send the data to the view using compact. Because data in array, we're using the for each to loop the data and display them one by one. You can set a variable for counting the number. Create button for edit and delete. Let's see. The data was shown. Add classes to the table. Okay, looks better. Add root for update. We will use input method and pass the primary key, which is _id. Now create the update function. I will copy this and rename it. Get the ID. I will delete this. Set the root link to the edit button. I will using the form root that we made before, but I will pass the primary key on it. Add the question marks. The question marks mean the params is not a mandatory. Back to post controller. Set the _id to false if doesn't have any params. Add if logic. If there is ID and not false, then passing the data to form view. Open the form view. We need two forms, one for the new form and one for edit form. If the data is available, set the value so we can edit the data. Add method blade directive, set the value to put, because we're using the put method for updating. Let's try. Sorry, there is a typo here. Okay, refresh again. Try edit the data, then hit the button. We can see the data was changed. Okay, let's move to delete function. We can use get method and passing the primary key on it. Using that key, we can easily delete the data using destroy function. I think that's all. Now add root for delete function. Change the link of delete button to delete root that we made before. Try click the button. We can see the data was deleted. We can add JavaScript confirm function to the button for confirmation before deleting the data. Let's try all the functions once again. I made a mistake here. We should passing the data to this. Now I will change the table and add created by column. I will set the email as primary key instead using the default key. Because we saved the email as created by, which is the primary key, now we can set the relationship between post and user model using belongs to. Sorry, this should be in user model. Back to home.blade.php. Now we can call the user function relation and call any field of the user. For example, the name. What's wrong? Okay, sorry. It should be just like this. Refresh the page. See, the name was shown. I think that's all. Thank you.